Hey guys, welcome back to the Samantha Parker Show. Today, we've got another episode in our Takeover series, and this is so fun because I've got to chat with so many business owners right here in St. George. So if you guys are just popping into the series, we sat down with Dr. Steve and we talked about peptides. Then we sat down with Carrie Ann and we talked about all the money stuff. And today, this one's really going to be fun because we were talking to Becky, and she is the owner of goGLOW locally here in St. George, Utah, which is spray tans. It's more than spray tans, though.
Yeah, it's a lot more than spray tans, I think.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about just like glowing up internally, but really like how do you feel in your body, feeling really good. I love the conversation we had the other morning where we were going back and forth and talking about spray tans, and it was a lot of fun. So welcome to the show, Becky.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so goGLOW, I feel like is kind of new to Southern Utah.
Yes. So we're a fairly new franchise. The franchise started in Minnesota in the Twin Cities area. The founder, she started with a mobile business. And then once that became popular, she opened, I think in a salon suite first type of a situation, and then opened her first store. She's got 3 stores there in that area now. And a couple years ago, she decided to franchise the model. So I'm one of the first stores out this way, and there's lots more to come.
That's awesome. So I first met goGLOW when I went to Create and Cultivate, and goGLOW, obviously, like you weren't there, but goGLOW was, I don't know, repping themselves there. What would you call
represented
it?
there. Yeah. Their corporate team, I think.
Yeah, they had like a really cool setup. Create and Cultivate's like pretty cool. Have you ever gone to any of their stuff?
I haven't. No, I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be going again this year. Like I love going to Create and Cultivate, and they did like a really cool festival this year in LA. It was awesome. But I got a can. Was it like spray in a tan in a can?
Spray
basically?
tan in a can. It's
Yes.
our touch-up product. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great. Like the girls were like, just spray it on your face. And I'm like, right now? And they're like, yeah, it's not going to damage your clothes or anything. And I was like, ooh, this is fun.
Yeah. It's super great. It can be used for giving yourself like an actual spray tan on the face, hands, and feet that you'll actually wear for a certain number of hours and rinse off and actually have it processed. But you can also just spray it on right over your makeup if you're feeling like you just need that instant little boost. You can use it as a bronzer as well. So
yeah, I think it's great. And of course, my teenager got a hold of it, and now I got to buy more.
Right.
But I know where to go.
You do. You do.
Okay, what like really inspired you to be like, I'm going to open a spray tan?
I mean, for me, originally, I wasn't seeking out spray tans necessarily. I definitely am interested in like health and beauty, wellness, that sort of industry. My husband and I were really just looking at franchising in general. And we worked through a broker who presented us several different options. We spent months kind of going through all the different brands that were presented to us and decided that this one sounded like a great model, really simple service, simple products, but huge impact. And I felt like it would definitely be something that would do well here in Southern Utah.
Well, would you call it a salon? I want to call it a store, but I'm like, it's not a store.
I call it a salon. I mean, we are a store as well. Salon, store, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
I usually say salon.
Okay, well, it's stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Like you walk in and it is so pretty in there.
Yeah, we try to create a clean, like elevated spa type feeling. I mean, just from the decor to the music we play, just the ambiance we're trying to create, just an elevated experience, someplace that you want to come to. You walk in and it feels organized and clean and lifts your mood a little.
Yeah, one of the first times I got a spray tan, I was still living in Salt Lake, and I booked it because it was kind of hard to find. And it was in the back of a nail salon. And she was like, you take off your underwear? And I was like, am I supposed to? I had no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to create a comfortable experience for every client. So we want to explain to them exactly what to expect, what is expected of them, what is, we want them to undress to their comfort level. We never assume anything. We kind of explain the whole process and just presenting the whole experience in an upscale salon rather than, like you said, in the back of, some other business, in somebody's garage, in somebody's basement, in a tent.
The first time I got a spray tan here in St. George, I just Googled like spray tans. We were going on a cruise in St. George. And literally so I make the appointment, right? I drive there and I'm sitting out front of someone's house, and I called and I was like, the Google isn't taking me to the right place. And she's like, no, I do it in my home. And I have to tell you, I was a little like stressed.
Yeah, I mean, that can be pretty stressful, especially you don't know who this person is. You don't know what their home is like, just doesn't always feel super reputable unless obviously you know the person already.
Yeah, no, it ended up being a great tan.
Yeah.
I just was not expecting that.
Right. And it feels a little uncomfortable to walk into a place that is with somebody that you don't know, and within the first 5 minutes they're asking you to undress. And so we try and create a very comfortable experience and explain exactly what's going to happen. And I think coming into a nice salon gives people the feeling that like, okay, this is legit. This is like an okay place to be. I'm safe. I'm going to be taken care of here.
So my friend Cody also wanted to go get a tan, and he was so nervous, and he kept being like, I want to get a tan. He's so white. And he's like, I want to be a tan, And for his birthday, I was like, I'm just going to go over and get him a gift card because then he'll have to go. But then he was still so nervous. He never used it. So I like basically forced him to. And he was like, will you ask her what I'm supposed to wear, what I'm supposed to do? Because I think it's actually more intimidating for the guys.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, women are allowed to tan nude, but we also offer disposable items that they can wear. For men, we do require that they wear bottoms of some sort. So whenever I see a male on the schedule, especially if it's first time, I like to give just a little phone call just to kind of go over what to expect and tell them that, make sure they're wearing some sort of boxers, underwear, something like that. And then that usually puts them at ease. Like, okay, I know what to expect.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is my friend Rylan texts me and he's like, okay, I've seen you've been going and getting spray tans. He goes, such a stupid question. I want to get one, but is it women only? And I was like, no, but she says you have to wear your bottoms. And he's like, oh, thank God. I didn't want to call and ask.
Right.
Because they don't want to seem like pervs.
Right. Exactly.
So it's cool because, it
it's
seems
totally
like the guys,
normal for us, but I understand where like a little bit of anxiety comes in for the guys, but we'll take good care of them.
So are you guys getting a lot of men over there?
Yeah, we do quite a few. A lot of times we have men come in with their spouse, their girlfriend, whatever. That's how they get
to hold
hooked.
their hand.
Yes, to hold their hand through it. I think they feel a little less weird about doing it. But then once they have their first spray tan, they're back. They're booking all the time.
It's like when I finally convinced my husband to go get a wax, because he would talk about it all the time. And I'm big on my waxing. And he was like, I just don't know. I don't know. And they told me, they're like, hey, will you tell your husband we'll do it for free because we can't get any guys in here. And so then he was like, well, if it's free. And then he's like, are you going to come with me? And I was like, no. He was like mortified the first time. And then after that, he was like, I'm so good, but I get it.
Yeah. And it makes such a difference. The specialist that's doing the service, big part of what we train everybody to do is to just, their number one goal there in the first few minutes is just make that person feel comfortable and feel at ease. Like there's no dumb questions, but we're going to explain to you exactly how this process is going to work. If you do have a question, please ask.
Yeah. I think you guys do a really good job. Like, thanks. I love going in. I feel really good. I've got my membership, which that's what we were talking about the other day, is why is the spray tan not just something you do every month or every 2 weeks? Like I get my nails done every 3 weeks. I get a wax every month. I book out my hair appointments. And I was like, that's what we need to start doing. So you're always, and I always tell my friends this, I'm like, I am always swimsuit ready.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one more thing that you can just, feel beautiful all the time. There's no reason not to. We've set up the memberships in a once a month or a twice a month cadence. The twice a month is really all you need. With proper prep and aftercare of the skin, your tan is going to last 7 to 14 days.
I've been really impressed with how long your tans last. In fact, I'm going the first of next week, so I want to be tan for my Vegas trip,
Of course.
For my half marathon. Gotta look really good.
That's right.
But this morning I was like tinkle razoring my face. Is that what they call it? Is it tinkle razor? That's what I always call it.
I don't know what they call it.
Yeah.
Like a dermaplane?
Dermaplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always call them tinkle razors. I don't know why. Where did I get that?
Someone probably told you that at some point.
Yeah. But as I was wiping it off, I was like, what's all that brown stuff? I didn't have my makeup on. And I was like, oh, I'm scraping my tan off.
Yeah.
That tan lasts.
Yeah, it does. I mean, sometimes you even think it's not there anymore. You don't realize it still is. Yeah. Because it's designed to fade off very evenly and very naturally. So that's, just another great thing about
it's a good product. I think you guys do a good job. I like to be super tan when I go in to get a tan. And the first time I think you were like, are you sure? And I was like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, people who are used to seeing themselves with color will come in and want to go pretty dark. But then we also have newbies and they're nervous. You know, they don't want to look strange. They don't want to look not like themselves. So we can ease them into it.
I want to look Jersey Shore tan.
You know, actually a lot of ladies in Southern Utah feel the same way. We do a lot of dark tans.
Good. Okay.
And have a lot of happy customers with that.
Well, when people are like, do you want your blonde to look natural? I'm like, no. You know,
like I'm paying for this.
Yeah. I did not grow these nails.
Yeah. I didn't pay for it to come and just look exactly like myself, make me look better.
And I don't know, maybe or maybe what it is like, as I get older, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, I want this. And so do I care that people are like, she's fake tanning? I do not care.
Yeah. And honestly, who cares anymore, right? It's the people that have the really dark skin where you can tell they've got the sun damage. And I feel like that's out, you know? That's
for sure.
Totally out.
I feel like tanning beds are out. I mean, I'm sure there's a viable business happening there, but I don't know people that like are going tanning.
Yeah, it's so bad for you.
Yeah, I mean,
we all know the reasons why, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so some questions for you. What changes in a woman when she feels confident in her appearance? Because I do feel like that's what the goGLOW gives you, is like you just feel confident. You feel confident to put the skirt on. This is my grandma's aunt, so I've got this. She's still alive too. She's awesome. She never had kids, you know, who's been married a few times. I love her. She ran for mayor once and won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
she sounds awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. But she always says that like tan fat looks better than white fat. And I think she's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, so much changes in someone when they feel confident. And at goGLOW, we see this instantly. We see it every day with people. Their shoulders relax, posture lifts. She might walk in one way and then leave another. And when a woman feels confident in her appearance, she stops second guessing herself and just owns who she is. It's not about the perfection. It's about feeling polished, radiant, and just comfortable in her own skin. And then that confidence ends up showing up in every aspect of her life.
Absolutely. What do you think clients say after their very first glow? Like, so they haven't been in, and because it is intimidating, you're like just standing there naked.
Yeah. I mean, they often tell us that they feel more put together or more confident and really just even more like themselves. Many are surprised by the emotional lift that they experience. It's not just about loving the color, but how it changes how they carry themselves, how they dress, how they show up. So the glow becomes less about the tan and more just about how it makes them feel.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel really good. So I've never been able to tan. And I put this on my Instagram the other day. I did a whole series. I even went and found a baby photo where I was like, proof that I have red hair.
Right. I saw that.
Yeah.
Adorable. You're an adorable baby.
I don't know where the red hair went, but I still have the freckles and everything to prove it. And I've been tested even as well. I have that redhead gene. And I do have basal cell carcinoma spots, like quite a few on my body. And I just go to a dermatologist and have them treated. But I don't tan. Like, tan is not a thing. You know, like my freckles will get brighter. And literally being in the sun for longer periods of time, it makes me like physically ill.
Yeah. And those are the worst symptoms when that happens.
Yeah. And even like if I'm not burnt, sometimes I'm like, this is just too much sun. Like, I'm the girl, you know, who's having a great time at the beach. And then all of a sudden I'm like making a tent with my towel.
Right.
You know,
your hoodie comes out.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't feel good. And everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
But it's true. And so I love that a tan can kind of come in, you know, and replace that, you know. And I do think the last year though, the last couple of years, there's been this push of people that are like, don't wear sunscreen. You know, it's bad for you. You need the vitamin D. And I'm like, clearly you've never been me.
Yeah. I mean, there are chemical sunscreens out there. There are some that, you know, are more of like the mineral sunscreens that create a barrier on the skin. Those are typically better for you. Just, I mean, if you think about it, the chemicals absorb into the skin. The minerals create a barrier. So we actually sell both at goGLOW, but I try and push that mineral sunscreen as much as I can, just because.
Do you guys have it?
Yeah,
you guys
we
sell
do.
Sunscreen?
Yeah, we do.
Ooh, I do love mineral sunscreen.
Yeah, we do carry it. We carry the brand Basque. It's not actually produced by goGLOW, but it has been tested with our solutions. It's the best one to maintain that color. It won't strip the color. discolor it or anything like that.
Yeah. I know when I first started getting spray tans, my mom was like, oh, that's great. Now you won't get burnt on your trip. And I was like, Mom, no, it's not a real tan. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, that's an important thing I have to remind people as they're headed out on a trip. It's like, don't forget that SPF because it is still important. You will burn underneath that first layer of skin, and that's what we don't want to happen.
This is a good question. I know this wasn't in the questions I sent over to you, but how does it actually work? Like the spray tan?
Okay, so
like chemical,
yeah,
you know?
It's a chemical reaction. So the DHA is a molecule that turns the skin brown. Kind of think of it like, when you cut open an apple and you leave it out on the counter, the oxygen gets to it, it turns brown. We're just recreating that same process in your skin.
That's cool.
So the DHA molecule that we use is derived from sugar beets. So it's totally natural. And it's applied to the skin. It's basically turning that top layer of skin brown. So super simple, easy, natural process.
Oh, that's crazy. So have there ever been any effects of bad effects of spray tans?
No, there is no evidence out there that there's any negative effects at all.
I was thinking about that the other day because we've been working together, and doing content and stuff. And I'm like, I wonder if there's ever been, where it's like you end up with like some sort of skin disease or something.
Yeah. I mean, I have no awareness of that. And I will point out that at goGLOW, our spray solutions are organic and vegan. So there's no harsh and harmful chemicals in them at all. And then we have a patented filtration system that we use. So any overspray that is lingering in the air gets drawn into the filters. So you're not breathing it in.
Yeah.
So just an added layer of protection.
That's awesome. One other thing that I think makes you guys the elite spray tan place is that one day where I was like, I had to go, remember I came over to get a spray tan and I was like, sorry, I had to go film content in the gym with Dr. Steve actually. Okay. And I'm like, I'm just kind of gross. And you had like the prep, the wipe down.
We have a prep at Mitt that we sell. It's a disposable mitt. It has a solution in it. It's kind of like got a buffing texture to it. And yeah, you can just wipe your whole body down with that. It'll remove makeup, sweat, oils from lotions, sulfates from soaps, and just prepare the skin, creating a nice canvas for our solutions.
Yeah. Okay, so that was one thing that I loved because I was like, I feel gross and I'm sorry I smell. I didn't realize I was going to be working out while we filmed this,
Right.
But I was like, here I am.
Yeah. So yeah, come as you are. We'll take walk-ins as long as the schedule allows. And we've got the solution. If you haven't been able to, shower, exfoliate, and do all that, we can give you a prep at Mitt.
Yeah. So that was nice. Just so you guys know, that's questions that actually people ask me too. They're like, can I just go over after the gym? And I'm like, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, people have never done it before. We really, really try and focus on educating each and every client that comes in, because the more they know about how the process works, and the better job they're going to do with their skin before and after, and they're going to get the best results. So it's in our interest and yours to fully educate you on exactly why we're doing what we're doing and how the whole process works.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do now, this is the ultimate combo I've decided, is you go to Degree Wellness, right? Which is across the street from you. Oh, yes. If you guys are listening, we're here in St. George, Utah. Come visit us if you're not local. You go to Degree Wellness. I do the hot and cold, the contrast therapy, or you could do cryo. And then you walk across the street and you get your spray tan.
It's perfect. I love it.
My husband and I did it for date night the other day. The first night I came in and got a spray tan, but he just waited in the car. He wasn't spray tanning. But we went to Degree. Then I got my spray tan. Then we actually went to dinner. I just went in my sweats.
Why
it was
not?
Fun. It was way fun.
Yep. It's all right here. You can do all the things.
I know Cindy, after her first spray tan, she went on a date right after. I was like, that's brave.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the bronzers are great. Like you're not going to walk out of the salon looking weird like some solutions out there. I mean, I feel like ours, you can just spray and go. I mean, a lot of times I'll get mine in the morning. I'll go about my day, run my errands, go to Costco, and worry about rinsing it off later.
Like nobody knows. Okay, why do you think women feel guilty about spending money on themselves? Because this almost kind of feels like one of those extra things, that you might be like,
Yeah, probably because they're constantly weighing whether or not it's worth it. I think that women are kind of conditioned and so used to justifying purchases with either productivity or necessity. So doing something purely for themselves can feel uncomfortable. But what we see at goGLOW is that the moment they give themselves permission, that guilt fades and it's replaced by relief. because taking care of yourself isn't a reward that you have to earn. It's just part of staying well and confident and connected to who you are.
What are some of the things that you do? Like, do you have some of those that you're like, these are my must-dos?
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously a spray tan.
A spray tan for sure.
How often are you tanning?
I spray about every 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
I would be right on that 2-week mark, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. You would think it would be easy for me, but the timing of it just doesn't always work out. But
you're
I would
a
say,
busy lady over there.
Every couple of weeks. I mean, I definitely get my hair done every 6 weeks. I get my nails done about every 2 to 3 weeks. Spray tanning is just part of my self-care regimen.
Yeah. Do you find that you wear less makeup?
Absolutely. I'm actually hardly wearing any makeup at this moment.
I was like,
I got a spray tan yesterday. Yeah, it's like when I have my spray tan, maybe a little touch of blush and some mascara.
Yeah.
And I'm gone. Yeah.
I need to start coming every 2 weeks. Can we change my membership?
Yes.
And then if I book it when I leave, I will be there. You know?
I mean, I'm always asking for the rebook because, we can always reschedule if it doesn't work out, but it's nice to have it consistently on the schedule. You don't have to worry about it. No stress. You've got your appointment.
Well, that's what I do with literally everything. They're like, do you want to let me know? I'm like, no. Because I will never be back.
Right. You'll forget. You'll put it off.
And I'll feel frustrated. And
Yeah.
Like,
and then maybe you can't get the time that you want.
And I do not want to call you. So I love
Perfect.
that. Okay. So it's winter here in St. George, which it's beautiful. February is so good in St. George. Ooh, the sun comes back out and it's amazing. But I kind of feel like spray tans are great to just kind of even pick up your winter blues.
Yeah, for sure. We get a lot of that. I mean, a lot of times the first question I ask somebody when they come in is, what are you glowing for? I'm trying to get to know how to best serve them. And, maybe they've got a vacation or a special event, but I would say like half the time right now, it's just, I've got the winter uglies. We're all feeling it.
Just feeling like meh.
Yeah, it's just meh. And, our mood drops in the winter. In the winter, everything seems to slow down. There's less sunlight, shorter days. And that lack of light can affect our energy and mood. And colder weather can leave us feeling kind of dull, tired. So when you don't feel like you, it's great to come in for that instant confidence boost.
It does feel good. And there's even been times where I'm like, I'm just not feeling like myself. And then I go get my hair done and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so good.
Absolutely.
So it's booking something like that, go get a spray tan.
Yeah. And I really think it's like I said before, it's not about perfection. It's not really about vanity. It's just feeling like you're like your best self. Mm-hmm. And when you're feeling like your best self, I mean, everything is just going to go better for you.
And everyone has different standards too for like what feels really good to them,
Right.
Like someone the other day is like, do you ever get grays? And I'm like, I will never know. We will never know.
Go long enough to know whether I have gray hair or not.
If you see one up there, do not tell me,
Yeah.
But like also I like respect aging and I want it, I think getting older sometimes is even a privilege. Not everyone makes it that long.
Right. And it can be beautiful in its own way. It's just everybody has their...
For me, I'm like, that's like, I'm not doing it, So, and I am so pale that it feels so good to get a spray tan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm right there with you.
So how are you feeling like bringing a new business into St. George? Did you have a business here before?
No, really. I was stay-at-home mom for many years. My husband always supported the family, and a lot of his businesses have been in the medical space where he's dealing with a lot of like insurance reimbursement, Medicare reimbursement, and we all know that can be pretty tedious. Mm-hmm. It's served us well for many, many years, but we can just see the industry that he's in changing a little bit. And so we thought maybe it was a good idea to kind of differentiate a little bit and do something that was a little more of a brick and mortar, a cash-based business, becoming actually more a part of the community that we live in here in St. George that we love, instead of it being more of a remote and a multi, he's been working in several states, but we really kind of wanted to just do something right here in our own community.
Oh, I love that. And you're in this like cool new area, that's just been developed, which has been kind of fun. What is this corner called here?
River Crossing? Is that what we're called? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes. River Crossing.
I know my office is here too. And I'm like, I don't know. next to the summit is what I always say. Next to the big summit is what I tell people.
And I always tell people we're by the kiln and the sprouts.
Yeah.
So,
but it's been kind of cool to see all the new businesses come into this like new little complex. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's super exciting. There's still more spaces available where I know they've got them leased. And
do you know anything super fun that's coming?
I think everything super fun that I knew about is here. I'm not sure what's happening in the building over here. It looks like they're just putting the finishing touches on it.
Yeah, I've heard for a hot second Pilates, but then I've heard maybe not. So I can't.
Yeah, I heard at one point there was like a martial arts place even. Not sure if that's happening.
Yeah,
but
I haven't heard that one either.
But it looks like there's 3 suites over there. So I'm super excited to see what comes next.
Well, it'll be nice though when the construction people get out of the parking lot.
Yeah, you can have your parking lot back.
Well, because sometimes I go to pull in and they've got it blocked. Because I mean, you know, they're busy. Mm-hmm. They're busy men. I get it. And I'm like, damn it. So I have to drive around.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a popular place to be. We've got the restaurants near goGLOW there. And so, yeah.
You're in a cool spot. You're right. So there's those 2 restaurants that are new here and they're locally owned. And then you guys are right there. It's like a cool little spot.
Yeah. It makes for kind of a cool vibe in the evenings because we are open late. We're open till 9 p.m. a lot of nights. Wednesdays and Thursdays we're actually open till 10 p.m. Those are our busy nights. We know you all out there like to come in late for a spray tan, go home, go to bed, rinse off in the morning.
Yeah, I like to just rinse it off right before I go to the gym.
Yeah, so it's kind of a vibe over there in the evenings. We're coming and going. The restaurants, people are coming and going.
Well, I know the one day I came in and I forgot, like, I had sweats, but then I'd forgot shoes. So I walked out. I mean, I went in with shoes, you guys. I just didn't want to put on my socks and shoes to leave to ruin my feet.
Yeah, no socks
And
afterwards.
I went out holding my clothes. Remember you gave me a bag?
Yes.
And I had no shoes on and I had to walk by all those people dressed really nice waiting for their restaurant reservation. And I was like, do.
Yeah, you just got to own it.
I felt
or
so funny.
Maybe I could let you out the back door.
No, I would have had to walk around to my car. As I was walking, I'm like, this is comical. I'm like, no shoes on, just like holding all my stuff.
Yeah, it's hilarious when it's actually raining, which is a rare event here, but we have some big umbrellas. We'll walk you to your car because we don't want you getting raindrops on your fresh spray tan.
That would be awful. That would be so awful. I remember one time I got a spray tan, then I went home and I was doing the dishes, and you know how the dishwater will kind of come up, and I felt it drip down my leg, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Shoot. I'm sorry.
Didn't you, Cindy? You said you dripped on yourself.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well, you should have come by for some touch-up spray or Extend Lotion or the Mousse. So 3 products that we have that have extra DHA in them. So they're perfect for those little mishaps that do happen.
Yeah. Cody this morning at the gym, he's like, I feel like this one part of my leg is white. And I'm like, well, why didn't you fix it with like the mousse or the spray? And he's like, well, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Silly
man.
No need for that.
Okay, so if you guys are here locally, go check out goGLOW. The store is just beautiful too. So store, salon, walk in. You guys have lots of really great products. I was first introduced to them in California and I was really impressed. I own quite a few of them. I think they're great. You guys do a first glow offer. What is that?
Yeah, $40 for your first glow. The regular 12 to 24 hour rinse solution is $50. But if it's your first time in, $40 for the first time. No special code is needed. You can go right to the website and book that if you're a first time client.
Yeah, and you guys can find the link to book over on her Instagram, goGLOW St. George. Or if you come over to my Instagram and you comment on any of my posts or send me a DM, just DM me the word glow. I'll send you the link to book it as well to make it super easy. But also, if you just Google goGLOW St. George, you guys pop right up.
Yeah, we pop right up. You can book from the website. You can call us. You can text us. You can DM us on Instagram. Oh. We're on that all throughout the day, booking people all the time.
That's awesome.
Book that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Way to make it easy for people. Because I hate when it's like, mental gymnastics to book something.
No, if you can't, if the website's not your thing, just send us a DM. We'll get you booked right in.
Oh, sometimes the websites are annoying. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like, a lot of information, but sometimes it's easier if we just walk you through it and do it for you.
Yeah. So you guys are awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the podcast today, Becky.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. And I can definitely tell you're putting in a lot of hard work over there. Owning a business is hard. And so kudos to you.
It is a lot of hard work, but it's also fun and I'm really enjoying it. And I really love seeing how people walk in and the change in them when they walk out. That's my favorite part.
You guys have that cool mirror too.
Yeah, we do. We have the cool lighted mirrors. It's great for your selfies. Check yourself out. Check out those new tan lines.
Yeah. So I get my tan and then I'm standing in the front lobby like with the mirror and I'm like taking photos and I'm like, wait, I should leave.
Please don't. Stay. Take more photos.
It's fun. I know the one night I was there, I made a friend.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was like, it's happening over here at goGLOW.
Yeah. It's a pretty fun place to be for all of us.
It is. So if you're in St. George, go check it out. I think it's super awesome. And hopefully this episode just inspired you to do whatever makes you feel good.
Yes. Self-care.
Yeah.
It's not selfish.
It's not at all. So thanks, Becky.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to the Samantha Parker Show. I wanted to let you know that you can head over to Substack and you can subscribe to Sam's Sober Club. I've got a lot of really amazing episodes over there, like my 30-day sober journal and some subscriber-only content. I also blog about your first 30 days being sober, your first day sober, your first year sober. I am sharing it all over on my Substack. So come join Sam's Sober Club. We've got it linked up in the show notes. And thank you so much for being here on the podcast.